This is another episode of the kids/all ages version of the Debbie and Carrie Show.
Mother Lucy, I'm home. So how was school today? Great. I got another A on my science test. Mr. Wilson says I am his best student. Awesome. Have a seat, I have great news for you as well. So what's happening? You know that trip Jessica just went on to Boston? Well, that wasn't just to visit her mother again. She also went up there to adopt a child. A child? But you told me you couldn't adopt because you and Mother Jessica were lesbian. Well, that was 15 years ago. One of the adoption agencies that had previously rejected us contacted us after it came under new management that was not homophobic. They told us about a 12-year-old girl that they had not yet been able to place in a permanent home. And they offered her to us. I'm so happy.
A couple of days later, Jessica arrives with the new girl.
Welcome to our home in Texas, Vicky. This is my wife, Lucy, and our first daughter, Carrie.
Hi.
Welcome, Vicky. It's nice to see you. You are lovely.
The next day, Debbie and her family come to visit the Sims.
Ever since Vicky arrived here, Carrie has not spoken a single word to her. She just ignores her. So she is jealous. That often happens in families in which a child is used to getting all the attention. Debbie never had that problem, because she was only 3 when James was born and so they grew up together. I guess I should have consulted Carrie before bringing Vicky here, but I assumed she would be happy about it. Before Carrie met Debbie, she did say she wished she had a sister around. I guess Debbie sort of filled that void. What am I supposed to do? I never asked for this strange girl to show up here. How can I be expected to suddenly begin calling her my sister? You know, she probably feels just as awkward, having not only a new sister, but 2 mothers and even being removed from where she was born to live in another state. I can't imagine how she feels. Why not talk to her?
Hello. You are so cute. How old are you?
I'm 10. My name is James and I am Debbie's brother.
Your sister is beautiful too. I think I'm going to like living here after all.
Thanks.
Carrie, it seems you are not happy at me and Lucy adopting Vicky. Can you explain why? Because you told me years ago you were not going to have another child. And then you do this. Which makes me feel like I am being abandoned, like I am not enough for you. Carrie, we are not abandoning you. I meant that I could not risk having another baby naturally after both Lucy and I tried to get pregnant. And Lucy had 2 miscarriages, and even my successful pregnancy was so difficult that you and I both almost died. Lucy and I were both afraid of another failure, so we gave up after your birth. But having you was Lucy's idea, and she told me at one point she wanted 3 children. I had no idea things were so difficult. My and Lucy's hearts are big enough for 3 children. Why not yours? And Vicky needs a loving family. Her birth mother is now in prison for abusing her and she also got the AIDS virus from a child molester. Which is why no one else wanted her. Can you help me and Lucy show Vicky what a loving family is like? I guess I can try. But how can you expect me to accept her as my sister? Well, Lucy didn't give birth to you, but you have always called her Mother Lucy. How is that any different? You are right and I am sorry. Please forgive me.
Yes. Take those perverts down.
So what are you watching?
An episode of Law & Order, Special Victims Unit. It's been my favorite TV show since I was 8.
Because it reminds you of your own past, doesn't it?
Yes. So you know.
I do. And I realize you have already been through hell. You shouldn't have to suffer anymore because I was a jerk to you at first. I apologize.
Thanks. I guess we both have a long way to go, but I'm glad you don't hate me.